The committee substitute to House Bill 1 represents our biennial budget for fiscal years 2020 and 2021. It sets aside $9 billion to address the three key issues of session: property tax relief, teacher pay, and state aid to our school districts. This budget includes $4 billion to give every classroom teacher and librarian a $5,000 across-the-board pay raise and $2.7 billion for property tax relief.
Again, we appropriated $60.2 million to DPS to establish 2 task forces specifically for human trafficking and anti-gang related activities. We are making a significant, and I don't use that word lightly, a significant investment by the state of Texas to combat human trafficking.
Overall, the work group sought to strategically invest in key priorities that limited the growth and size of government while increasing client access to services, making sure that we weren't just investing in the agency, but those dollars actually got to the people that needed them most.
We have, as your committee and under your leadership, produced a lot of legislation that cost the budget nothing. It was just finally getting through the minutia of rules.
This budget includes an additional $9 billion for public education funding. We don't often increase anything by $9 billion. This is landmark, and what we're trying to do, Senator Johnson, is not just look at our FMAP compared to other states, but actually reduce the number of people on Medicaid.
The state of higher education is good and getting better in the state of Texas.
We want to make sure that as we approached our funding levels, we stay mindful of every time we funded this, there was something else that was not going to be funded.
I was incredibly impressed with the fact that you brought a budget in so low, half of what we had for inflation plus population growth, and left money in the bank. And I know you fought off all kinds of attacks of people who could find more creative ways to spend that money than we'd want to think about.
I want to remind everybody what a blessing it is to live in Texas. We have people moving here in droves because of our strong economy that is producing jobs and opportunities, and because of that success, we have the revenues necessary to fund our growing needs and pave the way for continued prosperity. This budget is compassionate, responsible, forward-thinking, and it will keep us on the path to a bright future.